All my booze is being knocked around. Oh my god. Hello you guys. Another week, another vlog. I've now vlogged like twice in 4 weeks. So that is incredible. I can't believe I'm so regimented. I'm so proud of myself. I just picked up some groceries. I did spend yesterday meal planning. I picked up a bunch of ingredients from Malta. I picked up capers, sun-dried tomatoes, honey, and olive oil. So I wanted to make some sort of a few dishes that I tried out there. So based off of my experience, I will then post a recipe on the blog. I'm very excited. So I got a lot of fruit and veg, which is completely normal for me. I tend to get two to three different types of fruit. So I always have a banana in the morning. Magnesium is great for you to beat like any sort of, if you need more energy and all that sort of stuff. And it's great for when you have lady cramps. FYI. I always get apples. Apples are my go-to snacks with peanut butter, so I'm a big fan of those. And then this time, because they're in season, I got flat peaches, which are some of my favorite during the entire year. And I made kebabs yesterday from some of the seasonings that I brought from Turkey. So I wanted to get some easy leafy greens, like watery greens to have with that. So I got this, and I also made a tahini vinaigrette yesterday as part of my meal prep. And I picked up some bell peppers or capsicums, tomatoes, and cucumbers for that salad. And then I picked up some porridge oats. So because it's summer, I do like to eat something that's cooler. So I have been eating acai bowls, but I have a few like long days this week. So which means an acai bowl won't really take me on to like 2 or 3 p.m. until I can eat again. So porridge oats are some of the best when you're having a long day for a really impactful morning breakfast. And then some other things that I picked up. So I picked up coconut milk. As you all know, I've been drinking non-dairy milk, so like not cow milk, since the beginning of the year. I picked up seeds, mixed seeds. So this packet from Sainsbury's is about, I think, 80 pence. And I just put these mixed seeds on top of like everything, including my porridge oats and my acai bowls. And I even put it on top of my like stir fries. Just adds a nice crunch to things. Picked up coffee filters for my Chemex. And then I picked up these crispy slices forest fruit snacks. I have had a full-on day today, just like trying to get through admin and work and all of that. I still have a lot to do, and I plan on working throughout the evening and into the night probably, right before I go to sleep. So I am going to leave it here for Monday, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye. We just got honked at for being in the side of the road by a mom. So
in a very, very large car.
Yeah, in a huge car. This is our first time hanging out in person. Yeah, we've met at a very loud bar.
But also we've interacted with each other
internet.
on social
Yeah,
media,
so
like,
we
all
are
the time.
internet friends.
Yes.
As weird as I feel like I always start a vlog with meet my internet friend. As creepy as I am.
Internet friends are great, and it's great when you get along with them in real life as well.
And it's so much more fun when they're American. I feel like
I
always
references that you understand. It's wonderful.
I was trying to talk about TGIF. Remember the other
Yes!
day? No one got it.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
okay, I'm gonna end this conversation right here.
No.
So we just finished a London Design Festival event at the V&A, and now we're heading to Chelsea because Chelsea is in bloom, and I will be talking more about that once we get there. And I think that's the road that we need to cross.
Yes.
I'm back home now. It's about 10 o'clock, just washed my face and stuff. And I'm sitting here on the computer. One thing I think I'm gonna do for my New Year's resolution for 2019. I love how I'm like thinking so ahead. But one thing I really want to do is like not bring work into the bed. I tend to like bust out my laptop and like do blog stuff right before I go to sleep. And it's probably not really healthy, but I usually tend to get a lot more work done between the time of 10 and 11:30. And I usually go to bed around like midnight or something. I started intermittent fasting this week. I kind of played with the idea of it, I think it was last month or the month before, but I only lasted a day because I'm a big like breakfast person. But today I was able to fast up until like 12 o'clock, and I took a snack with me. And I had a snack until I was able to have a proper meal, but I didn't end up like eating more because I was just so full. So I think I want to make sure that I have like a proper meal at 12 and then again at 8. I am going to edit some photos that we took today, and then prep for some blog stuff that is happening later on this week. Hi guys, good morning. It is Wednesday. I stayed up really late working on blog stuff and then woke up really early working on work. And so I'm just like feeling a little bit lethargic already. I am going to try to intermittently fast again today. I love how I got like porridge yesterday and I'm not even using it. It gets a little bit tricky to intermittently fast because I was reading up on it. One of my favorite bloggers, Gary Hirsch, she is from Because I'm Addicted. I've been following her for years, but not really her blog. But I started reading her blog recently and she wrote about intermittently fasting. And she obviously keeps herself hydrated, but she was also talking about how like it's really important to have a meal at 12 and then a meal before 8 o'clock. So like around 7 o'clock or something like that. But I literally am running around at 12 o'clock because, you know, trying to live the life of a blogger as well. And then, yeah, so by the time I end up eating, it's like around 3 o'clock. So yesterday I did carry around some snacks and then ate the snacks up until I was able to sit down and eat. And by the time I had like a proper meal, I wasn't like even that hungry. So I need to figure it out. I also need to stay hydrated more. So I'm going to walk around with my water bottle as well. My skin is looking so hydrated. I think the hydration drip from the Elixir Clinic is really helping me out. And it really, I can see an impact because even my makeup like sits on my face so much better. And then I have been like, as I mentioned, trying to stay hydrated just because I see so much of an impact in my like personal well-being, but as well as my skin and hair. So going to keep up with that. I am going to quickly meet up with Brenda because she wanted to shoot some things and I wanted to create something for a mini series on Instagram stories. I'm home and had some dinner. So I meal planned on Sunday, which is surprising because I had like so much going on this weekend. But I picked up new ingredients from when I was in Malta last week. And actually when you guys watch this, it'll be like Malta 2 weeks before. But yeah, so I was like really keen to make a few things for dinner. And so I picked up like sun-dried tomatoes, capers, some biscuits and stuff as well. But I packed away the biscuits because I don't want to eat all of them. So I just made like a roast chicken and I had it in Malta the same way, but it was made with rabbit. So I'm actually considering making it this weekend so I can share it on the blog. So when you watch this, I would be sharing it on Friday, so like just in 2 days time. But for me, it's like next Friday, if that makes any sense. I have a lot of blog work that needs to be done. I have a few big collaborations this summer that I'm like currently kind of working on, and I have a little bit of paperwork to do for one of them that I've been putting off for 2 days just because it's been quite hectic. I also have like a few 2 ad campaigns that I kind of need to conceptualize and figure out how I'm going to shoot it. London has been incredible these last few days, so I've been trying to take advantage of the daytime as much as possible to get as much shooting in. So really early mornings as well as like lunchtime is really good for getting shots in. And then so yeah, it's so weird because I used to upload content pretty much immediately after I got like within 24 hours of being like in a location. I remember my first like travel bit was to Amsterdam. Was it 2 or 3 years ago that I went to Amsterdam, and I was posting like an Instagram within like, and this was when I was posting on Instagram like twice a day. And I posted on Instagram within 6 hours of like actually getting to a location or getting to Amsterdam, I believe. It was just really, yeah. Since then, I do find it difficult while I'm abroad, but when I've been commissioned to create content, like create video content or proper blog content and stuff, I try to not post, I try to focus on that, which is why sometimes I'm like sharing things a little bit delayed. This also happens on stories. So you know, just shared a little bit of a secret, travel blogger secrets to you, with you guys. I essentially just plan out my stories for the upcoming week. I feel like some weeks I do so much that I don't get to share all of it on stories. And I'm also lucky to be surrounded by really fascinating people, so I want to introduce those people to you as well. So I tend to have different like set of stories and stuff on there, on Instagram. And then I put up like, I do blog posts as well, like I plan out blog posts. But I will be completely honest, like when I come back from a trip, usually my turnover is within just a few days, if not a week. But I have been finding it quite engaging to post up content, to post up like blog and YouTube content while I'm still sharing my my trips with you guys over on Instagram, on stories and Instagram regular posts. I don't know if any of this is interesting to you guys, but just to give you some behind the scenes, this is what happens. But it helps me like really focus on creating the content, and I think that it's really important because I don't know, I've traveled with other bloggers before, and I've seen other bloggers just severely struggle with like essentially creating content on so many different platforms. It is so easy for bloggers that are just Instagrammers to just go out with their camera or their cell phone. But when you're creating content for a blog and a YouTube channel, whilst also doing Instagram and Instagram stories, that gets really challenging to do. Hi guys, how are you? Oh my God, I've had like the most hectic day of my life. Oh my God, Greg, hey. Oh my God, hold on, sorry.
Hey buddy, I missed you.
You were like gone for like a week. Did you go on holiday? Okay. I digress. I've like missed him tremendously. So essentially I had like the most hectic morning ever because I thought the stuff that I had to do next Thursday was actually this Thursday. So it's been a little bit stressful, but I'm back to my less frantic self. My heart is still pounding. So now I'm off to Hobbs, which is a clothing brand out here. If you are not a UK citizen, I think we have them in the US as well, but they do women's wear. I have a few of Hobbs dresses. I love them so much because they're dresses that are good enough for the office, and then you can like seamlessly take them for an evening out or to the weekend. I have a dress that can like be worn with a blazer, and I can wear it to work and then or wear it into an office, and then from that I can also like go to like drinks out with the girlfriends and stuff with the same dress.
They just recreationally picks up stuff from people on the streets. And now it's a huge magazine. And now she just threw it away. That poor man thought he was doing a good deed. Harassing Sade.
She's gonna like not get in trouble now because I took one. So I've lessened her load and I threw it straight in the bin.
So I just finished lunch with Sade, which I didn't get footage of. It's actually at my favorite noodle place that I've mentioned before. Now I am in Victoria. It's so weird because I'm in my old hood, like kind of close to where I used to live. And I don't come here as often anymore like I used to. I used to meet people for coffee around here all the time. But I'm in Victoria for a quick little meeting and then a little cafe meetup thing, which I will at Dominique Onsol. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. It's like the guy that invented the cronut. I'm back home. It's about 7:15 now. I'm just doing a little bit of work at the moment and trying to take a little bit of the evening off because my flatmate is making me my birthday meal. I love how this has been the month of gluttony. So she is making me Korean food. She recently was in Japan and Korea and picked up some of my favorite things that I have eaten at Korean restaurants here. So we're essentially having Korean street food. So I will go into the kitchen in a little bit and pester her, but she actually doesn't want me to come and bother her. I tend to micromanage the shit out of everything when it comes to kitchens. I've had friends that try to cook me meals and I just like meander in, try to get like a glass of water, and the next thing I know, I'm like taking over the entire meal. So I need to do less of that. So I'm really excited. It already smells so good. Like the whole flat like is perfumed with sesame oil. And she likes to eat very spicy food. So that's what's really nice. So there's a little bit of spice, like a smokiness in the scent as well.
This one is with buckwheat.
Buckwheat. Oh, so it's like soba.
Yeah, so it's
Yes,
healthier.
healthy.
Yeah.
So, and then this?
It's tteokbokki.
Tteokbokki. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Thanks, Bunny. So, Katie, Brenda, and I are at Kenwood House right now. We came early in the morning today on Friday. What's up? And it is overwhelmingly beautiful. There are rhododendrons everywhere. And they're just like parked in front of like, they're growing all around and behind beautiful benches. And this is like an Instagrammer's dream. It literally took 4 of us to figure out exactly where it was from a photo that we saw. Oh my God, even those are so pretty. So beautiful.
So I make food videos. These fashion people. It's always a hoot hanging out with them. But I'm telling you, this is dedication.
It's also an ab workout.
It's also an ab workout. You don't have to go to the gym today.
I will not be vlogging this evening just because I need to catch up with this person and we need to talk a little bit of business and all that sort of stuff. And he is a really good friend of mine though. I'm going to try and make this dinner a quick one and just like come home and maybe take a bubble bath and go to bed. But yeah, so picked up some groceries and stuff and just picked up things that I'm working on a recipe for next week. And yeah, of course for like Lucy and Chrisabel to come over, which I'm really excited about because we've been trying to plan this day for months now. So it's finally happening and I'm really excited. Good morning. So it is Saturday morning. I've had 75% of my cup of coffee and I'm just kind of relaxing in bed. I'm actually going to just like, you know, dust my room and my living room. And then I think I'm going to also hoover my room as well. Because when I get back, I believe I'll be getting back around like 3 o'clock maybe, or 2 o'clock because I have to run some errands after Xanthi's video walk. Within an hour or two, I think Chrisabel and Lucy are coming. So we are just here filming video on our cell phones, like our mobile devices. There's about like 10 of us, quite a strong group. Xanthi is amazing at creating cinematic videos. Sorry, it's a bit loud. And she captures them in so many different like ways. Like my thing is that I wanted to come on this tour or this like video walk because I was having issues like coming up with different shots and ideas. I do a lot of panning and tilting, and you know, capture still frames and stuff, but I needed some more ideas. So it's always nice to like meet with other creatives and kind of exchange sort of ideas and stuff too. So hoping to, and I will share my video that I create as well with Santi's video walk, and I'll leave a link with her. Yeah, you're that's Santi. And I'll leave a link with her Instagram details as well. And if she has any other, are you doing other video walks?
I don't have anything planned at the moment.
Okay, but I think
But in the future, yeah.
yeah. So maybe just send her a message and like harass her to organize another one. Casual. So I'm back from Xanthi's video walk, and it actually took a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but it's perfectly fine because I had planned on Lucy and Christabel coming quite early, and I think that they're going to come closer to 6 than to 5. And then I pulled out the spices for the chicken curry, the onion as well, so I'm going to prep that. I did pre-prep yesterday, so that's what's really nice, is that I kind of had all of this organized, and I already have the rice on too, so it's really easy. So when they come, I can try and do very little to nothing at all, and that we can just enjoy each other's company. So chicken curry, which looks amazing. So that little fat bit is actually not oil, it's ghee, so it's not all that bad for you. I did some, chopped up some vegetables, just like fresh vegetables to clean the palate and stuff if it's too spicy. I made an avocado raita, so it's just avocado mashed up, and then yogurt and cumin, and it's absolutely delicious. I will add salt, but I'll add it at the end right before serving. And then on this side, I made jeera rice. And then I have some samosas here that I actually picked up. So they're frozen. They're from the frozen section, from the Indian section of my grocery store. So I hope they're actually quite good. And then over here, I have some black lava salt chocolate chip cookies for dessert. I am going to change. I'm actually wearing shorts underneath. Wipe up my face a little bit because it's a little bit oily, and then fix up my room a bit. But other than that, I'm all sorted. So when they come, it should be a good old time. I made a basic curry, and it's being content made. Contented.
It's so contented.
Are you guys enjoying yourselves?
Yeah! So much fun. Is this my class then?
I'm like still in bed, so I just made coffee, so I'm really excited. I just wanted to say that I'm going to take the day off today on Sundays. I think I'm just going to read some magazines. There's a few things on, like in the news, that I like editorials and stuff that I want to read, op-ed pieces in the newspaper. So I'm just gonna do something like that today. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wrap up the vlog here. It's been so good taking you guys around. My weeks are usually not this busy. Like, I'm not like running around crazy around London like this every single day of the week. But since this week was supposed to be really nice weather and it might be raining all next week, I needed to like maximize my time to shoot a bunch of content. So I will speak to you all soon. Bye.